Hey weirdos, this is Evan Jarvix with Make Oklahoma Weirder, and this is your local music vlog for the week. It is Friday morning, December 14th, and I'm going to kick things off talking about a couple of cover stories from the Oklahoma Gazette. Shout out to the Oklahoma Gazette and featuring local music on the front cover. I know that's something they do somewhat routinely, but it's always nice to see, especially since I don't know. Sometimes it seems like there's stuff that doesn't get covered, and it's just nice to see. So last week, or the last issue we had, JB was on the front cover for his gift wraps series, which has been, a near and dear thing. It's sort of his annual Christmas time way of giving back to the community. It's kind of a donations drive thing. They put on a rap show featuring lots of great local talent, and attendees are encouraged to bring, not just your usual non-perishable food items, but winter wear as well, especially things like gloves and hats and coats, and there's very specific items listed on the posters if you look at them. But JB doing the gift wraps in 5 different cities of Oklahoma this year, which is quite amazing. The ball's actually already gotten rolling on this. There was a show last night, there's a show tonight and tomorrow and the night after, and then there's another show next week. If I'm not mistaken, that show next week is at 89th Street Collective. Well, it's just 89th Street now. I gotta get used to dropping that collective tidbit, but 89th Street for Oklahoma City, and then there's Norman and Tulsa and Shawnee and El Reno. So, and this is not just JB, this is also Steph Simon. It's a joint venture this year. JB kind of representing OKC, Steph Simon kind of representing Tulsa. It's a really cool thing to see these minds come together, these big sort of pillars of Oklahoma hip-hop, who are doing great things in and out of the state. I mean, JB's got a show coming up at the Bowery Ballroom in New York City in January, which is insane, but he's still totally willing to do stuff like this. And he's got a new album coming out, if you don't know about it. He's already pre-selling merch, so you can get some of that exclusive stuff early. Steph Simon just dropped an album this summer, which is excellent. If you haven't heard it yet, it might be because it's not really streaming right now. I think he's probably going to open it up for streaming later. But right now he's encouraging everybody to purchase the album, which, that's something that artists do sometimes. And I've purchased some albums before because of that. So, I mean, fair business practice. But yeah, JB being on the front cover, nice to see, always nice to see. Apologize for my voice, it might crack a little bit, I'm not sure what's going on. The other cover story was, the one that's on stands right now, featuring Commonplace Books. Commonplace Books, had a really nice music series going on there for a little while. I haven't heard much in the way of live music there in a bit, but they've got a show happening this Saturday. It's another benefit drive. This one's actually for books. It's a book drive. I forget what the organization is that they're working with, that is the benefactor of these books, but there's 4 pretty big name singer-songwriters that are a part of this show. There's also going to be art, and I'm not sure what else. There's an encouraged donation, obviously with the books and everything, but it's also a free show. Anyway, the front cover, we got to see Chase Kirby and Jose Hernandez and Chelsea Cope and Kinsey from Judith, all alongside each other holding books, which is fun. So they've got that big show coming up on Saturday. So just wanted to point those out. Thank you, Gazette, for showcasing local music in such a way. I know it always helps if you've got a good cause in your back pocket, but anyway, Yeah. uh, I heard a little bit about Hoboken this week. I got an email. If you ever want to send me stuff, by the way, make Oklahoma Weirder at Gmail. That's the inbox you want to send things to. But I got an update about there's a Guthrie coffee shop called Hoboken Coffee Roasters. If you haven't been there, you may have at least seen their coffee bags that they sell and distribute around down here in Oklahoma City. They're kind of a staple up in Guthrie, and they've had live music there. They've been a live music support, platform in Guthrie, but being kind of a coffee shop, it's a little bit limited. Tends to be kind of singer-songwritery, folk, which, is kind of Guthrie music anyway, but I know they had at least one show where they actually put on like a whole show with like an outdoor stage and full bands and everything. So I know they've always kind of been looking to, do more with it, and they've got a new video series out. It's kind of like, these session series, these live performance kind of series where, you get an artist and a song and you do like a video that's, like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. You put it on YouTube. It's nothing new. A lot of organizations do it. It's a great way to kind of get your name out there. It's really beneficial for a lot of people. And, they come and go a lot around here, at least. The only one that I've really seen been really, really consistent is the V-Dub sessions, which have been going on for years and years. But even those have kind of been slowing down. I haven't seen one in some time now, actually. And I know Nathan Poppy's been doing some different things, so I don't know. Haven't heard from that in a while, but we had I'll mention Old Blood Noise Endeavors, actually, because they've been pretty consistent too. And both of those series are not strictly local. They tend to feature local artists, but they also feature nationally touring acts. But Old Blood Noise Endeavors, that's a guitar pedal company, if you don't know. And they shoot live. Well, I say live. It's recorded. But, it's, live performances, straight to video, straight to audio, which are really nice to have around. The most recent one they did was with Bolsey, I think. But Old Blood has been really consistent with those. But anyway, Hoboken's got one now. It's kind of one that it happens in their coffee shop. It's really intimate. The people in the audience, just the crowd of people who happen to be there, are treated to song, and, you kind of get that live audience feel for it. It's really nice. So they're 2 episodes in. I'm kind of curious to see where they go with it. And on that subject, since I have a couple minutes, I want to shout out a couple other live music. Well, I keep saying live music. It's these sessions, video sessions, these music video series. I'm not sure what the proper terminology is, but I know Tulsa Voice has been doing one. There's like a courtyard concert series that they do. That's a lot of fun. It's outdoors. It's in a courtyard, and they'll just record like a song or two from a Tulsa artist. So those are fun. There's a new one from Breathing Rhythm that I think I've mentioned before but never really went into. Iron and Oxide is really nice. Those are shot in the studio of Breathing Rhythm, and it's a little bit more clean and clear as opposed to these sort of on location places, because it is in the studio. Yeah, it's in black and white. It's really nice. They're 3 episodes deep on that, and there's tons. Well, there's not tons, actually. I wish there were tons, but I know I'm missing a couple. Play It Loud. I gotta mention Play It Loud. I got 30 seconds. I want to mention Play It Loud. If you haven't been privy to this Play It Loud thing, it's really cool. Totally different. It's like these are 20-minute episodes, and they're in their 2nd season now. It's something that's put on by this Grand Casino out near Shawnee. And they actually record the performance on that big stage in the casino, but leading up to that one song performance, it's like 15 minutes of interview and filmmaking and narration, and I'm really impressed with Adam Hampton and what he's doing there. So